gonna do your seat, baby, cause this one's a screamer. Are you not entertained? Are you not
entertained? So I'm coming to with another video. We talking BBO season 1, episode I think like 4. Before I get started, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let me know what y'all think about this video. Okay, now the episode start off with we see Laro versus Lex. Laro gets doused in that orange juice. Like, you know what's crazy? I don't think Laro was expecting Lex to do that. Cause like, you know when you gagged, Laro literally gagged. Laro said, oh. Like she was like, oh. Like the orange juice went up her neck and her chest, and it shook her body. She didn't think that Lex was gonna actually do that to her, but she was damn wrong. Okay. This to me is a little bit of Lex karma. You are not experiencing what you sort of did with Jocelyn's show, because Jocelyn gave you a platform and you sort of trolled her. So now Larue's doing the same to you. It's a little bit of karma. Now, I did see what you guys sent me, those clips on the last episode where Lex said, you know, I put these on and they go F my nigga. So I'm like, Mr. Owner, let me find out you had a little bit of real. Now, Laro went online and said she did not and has not ever slept with Mr. Owner. So I'm going to take a word for it, okay? But maybe it's because some of the other girls off of the collection has some of Mr. Owner's D. So Lex is now starting to have PTSD from the girls having some of Mr. Owner's D. That's what it's given, to be honest, okay? Her throwing the drink, though, and running out, Lex, come on now. Had that been any girl that did that, you would have been clowning them, calling them all types of scary, calling them this, calling them that. So for you to throw that drink and then scurry off, swiper no swiping, like Automatic did, you was a little bit BS for that. You was backing up like beat, beat, beat. She back. Like you was backing up like the fox off of the world. You was, okay? So it didn't look good. I will say that. At one point, the rings, they started to make her take off rings. She did say she didn't want to fight. Laro, though, started selling out. Laro talking about, lie that damn hoe, lie that damn hoe, lie that damn hoe. Okay, Rory Ho. She starts singing Rory Ho. I'm like, you know that's going to get Lex. One thing Lex don't like, besides Jocelyn, is Ferrari. So Laro just going for the low blows at this point. I just feel like all the people that Laro is cool with, Lex don't really like that. And a couple of them probably have messed around with Mr. Owner. So she automatically feels a way about her just in general. Okay? Her feeling a way towards Tori, though, kind of doesn't make sense to me because I don't think Tori slept with Mr. Owner and I don't think Tori did nothing to her. So that to me is like still confusing and it still don't make sense. And it doesn't help that like Lex don't like to clarify nothing. That's one thing I like about the bitch. She not gonna clarify. So it's like you gonna leave it up for people to assume because you don't clarify nothing. You just leave it up in the air. So it's like that's how people start making the rumors about what's her name that she like Laro that she done messed with Mr. Owner. Because it's like you just leave it up in the air for us to take interpretation and you don't really clarify what's really the beef, and you wonder how rumors get started. Okay, do I feel like Lex was scared to fight Laro? I feel a little bit because of how quickly she ran to the door. Lex said, "Why you ran so quick to that door like that? Like you could at least waited or something." Laro was so gagged, she threw something back like two minutes later. She was like. Like, cause the orange juice was probably scalded cold, bitch. That orange juice probably had pulp in that hole. It had crushed ice up in that bitch. Laro was gagged. Like, you feel me? It was freezing on her chest. I don't think though that they could ever be cool because I feel like it's too far gone. I've seen online they've been trolling each other back and forth. I don't know if it's really because of the promo for the show or they really feel that way towards each other. If it's for promo, good job because it's been a good amount of people paying attention to it. I do feel like if it is trolling though, and y'all just doing it for promo for the show, a lot of it I think is true feelings, and they actually don't really fuck with each other like that at all. So they start talking, the girls, Lex and some of the girls, they start talking about who they think is a catfish. And Milan thinks that Zengard is a catfish. Y'all, I finally figured out the mommy Zen guys. You know how them damn bitches got by like 7, 6 similar names. So I finally was able to figure out who's who this episode. I said, thank God. Because I was a little confused last few episodes. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. It was Mommy Zen, Mommy Win, Mommy Gen, Mommy Gwen, okay, Mommy Sita, okay, Chiquita Banana. It was just so many girls with the similar name. But Mommy Zen is the one that's sleepy. Zen God is the one with the confessionals that got the blow up doll face with the lips. So now I know the difference between the girls. So they were mad because Mommy Zen, well, before that, they started talking about who's Catfish. Milan thinks that Zen God is Catfish. Now, I went over to the Instagram, and for somebody who does photography on the side, I don't think she's Catfish. From seeing her on the show, seeing her in the confessionals, I wouldn't say she's Catfish. She literally looks the exact same as on her Instagram. She wears a lot of makeup, don't get me wrong, but like the face looks the exact same. It does not look any different to me. So, Milan, you the Catfish, okay? So how dare you? And that was so random too, for you to just pick on that girl talking about she a Catfish. She don't look like Catfish to me. I'm sorry. Like some of the girls on here are Catfish, and she is not one of them. She's just not. Okay, Mommy Zen is probably the Catfish because I still ain't see that bitch eyes. All you see were was shades or something. That's what was confusing me. I didn't figure out who was who because like some of them had shades on. It was like incognito or something like that. So it's like that's what confused me. Mommy Zen, y'all, they started calling her out because she was sleeping throughout the whole series. They felt like she was napping. You feel me? Like she had a good ass sleep number in her room and she couldn't stay away, right? So Gorgeous Doll, of course, she's the one to call her out on it. One of the ones to call her out on it. I live for Gorgeous Doll, y'all. A lot of people don't like her, but she's a problematic type of girl that knows she's problematic. So it's kind of funny to me. Now I would never be friends with the girl because you couldn't trust her with your business. Because she gonna make a story, she gonna make a TikTok trilogy on your ass. And you're gonna end up in a TikTok trilogy if you end up telling her your business. Now, it wasn't just Gorgeous Doll telling Mommy Zen that, you know, she been sleeping since they got here. It was another girl that was telling her that too. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I'm a victim of jet lagging. Like, a nigga be sleepy and tired anytime I travel. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, when I tell y'all I've been sleeping the past few days like crazy, like, like, oh my God. So it's like, I can't, I'm gonna be a hypocrite to criticize her. But the difference is, I'm not filming the show. You are. So it's like, when they be casting these girls for these shows, I feel like they need to stop looking at looks so much and sort of start looking more at personality. That's why when Nav said what she said, I understood where she was coming from when she said that they should be getting paid, you know, similar to what they get paid, especially since they haven't put the work in. Because you got girls like this who literally come on the show and knock out and have no personality. Like, I don't even think we got a confessional from this girl. That's why I was getting so confused of who's who because of her. I thought she was Zen God. But then they kept saying Mommy Zen. So I'm like, is that her nickname? You feel me? So I do feel like they should have sent her packing right in there. She didn't seem like she wanted to be there. Even on the way there, she said she just came from a vacation. Bookie butt, if you just came from vacation, you wouldn't need this one. It's like, go home, Roger. She was even being rude to the girl that was telling her that she's been sleeping, even though she was saying it respectfully. She was calling her grandma and everything like that. So it's like, y'all could have just packed her up and just said goodbye. Okay? Nicole don't talk about it's like Bob. Somebody's going home tonight, Bob. Okay? So it's like, that's just that. Somebody's going home. Okay? All the girls are just like, so I told y'all, this is the version of Not STV's version of Baddies, since they're doing eliminations. Okay? So they're on the way there. They're kind of talking to the Mommy Zen girl. She could really care less, to be honest. The coach just like, come on, Bob, you're on the show, Bob. I know you just came from a vacation, but you gotta finish the show. So she's trying to put it into her brain, like, hey, you gotta show up and, you know, compete. So on the way there, when they get there, there's like this big captain pirate nigga, and he got like a big ass beard, and the owner of it says they're gonna be playing these challenge type games. Now y'all know this is my stealer, okay? I love competition shows. Like, I don't even be liking these genre reality shows because they're so draining and they're so repetitive. But one thing I like is Survivor. Bitch, I'm telling y'all, the moment I get on Survivor, like it's a wrap for you hoes. So it's like this is my type of thing, like competitive type stuff when we're competing for money. You know what I mean? Like these shows where they just fighting in the house for nothing. It's like, bitch, what y'all really fighting over? Like, bitch, I want to fight for money. How about that? I already knew these challenges were not going to be an easy feat for these bitches because y'all got to understand these bodies were not gym made, they were surgically made, some of them at least. So the fact they had to do a physical challenge, I knew wasn't going to be easy for a lot of them. At one point, the girls started playing archery. A lot of the challenges just shows how much people are not good at taking direction, especially when you cannot see what you're going, like see where you're going. Now, I've never seen the blindfold challenge on Survivor. Maybe it may have been in the way older seasons, but that blindfold challenge, it showed how people don't listen. Okay, but it's one thing though watching it and actually doing it because imagine you in a tight space. They booties about like 6-7 inches wide and about 10 pounds in mass. I would be scared too because it's like one wrong move, you out the game because you move your booty this way, boom, you out. You move your booty, boom, you out. So it's like that's why they were so hesitant to move. It's because them BBLs was in the way. Okay, they was in the way of the course. That's why they was failing like that. Okay, they were arguing back and forth. One point they were playing archery. The second one, I think they had to do like the blindfolded course situation. Big Lex's team ended up winning the challenge, and in after that challenge, they start talking about this whole Zen mommy situation. So they're telling her like Niley and Tori, they're telling her like, "Hey, you should have got up, you should have did something, because now they're gonna think they could keep pressing you." Not gonna lie, Zen mommy, the moment that you saw that they was doing that she was over you, Maya was standing over you like that, you should have got up and socked her. You know what I'm saying? It would just bow. That way she could leave you alone. I know it's not a fighting type show, really, but it's sort of like, don't let them play with you like that. And I heard you go home. Spoiler alert. So it's like, apparently that, that didn't work. That little pep talk that they was give you at the end, Tori and Eileen, because the moment that she pressed you was like the moment that you sort of lost. Somebody in the comments said that they hate Maya's BBL. We're going to read some of the comments at the end. I'm going to start a new segment on this channel where I read some of the app comments from Zeus and Now That's TV to see what the viewers really saying. So Lex's team wins. They end up winning the money or whatever. Lex is probably going to give the money to her team members because, she's such a bad V. She don't need the money for herself, she claims, right? So they go home, and then Tori ends up confronting OG Barbie. Now, I like Tori and all, but you was doing the most. From what I remember, that OG Barbie girl was yelling at the instructor. They even showed the camera footage thing from her camera when she was yelling at them like, "Why you not doing this?" Da, da, da. She was yelling at the guy, not really talking towards her and singling her out, just talking about the team in general. So that girl wasn't lying. But I'm mad at that OG Barbie girl. Have y'all not watched reality TV? If a bitch starts to head your way, you might want to throw something or hit her. You got to make the first move first, especially a bitch big as Tori. You got to boom glide. You got to hit her with the boom glide before she hit you with the boom glide. The moment you saw her get up, you should have said shabow and clocked her. I'm just saying, you might lose the fight because, Tori's a big girl, but it's like, at least you made the first strike. Don't let her get you, though. You literally stood there and let her get you. She said in her confessionals, she didn't think Tori was going to come at her. Y'all know how Tori do. Don't disrespect me, okay? The only thing I don't want you bitches to do is disrespect me. Don't play with my name, Tori, okay? She's sitting there telling her, and then she gets up and do like this. You know who's getting very much reality TV brained? Sav. The moment she seen them going back and forth, she got up out that chair, moved out the way. Move out the way. What Beyonce said, move out the way. When the queen come through, get up at the start there. Move out the way. That bitch got up so quick and said, let me get up. She knew what was going down. It's like, y'all got to understand, for somebody who's been watching reality TV as I have since I was a kid, it's like, you have to know these physical movements and body languages. I could have told y'all, if I was in the house with Krishan, hit persuasion, I would have seen that come in 2 minutes before it happened. You gotta be smarter because this gonna happen. So you gotta make the first move before the other girl do or the other nigga do. Okay? Tori, you was doing too much though. Doing way too much. It wasn't that serious. I don't think it was that deep. I feel like she overreacted way too much. And I don't think it was that important for you to pop her the way that you did. I just felt like she thought that a lot of the girls were underestimating her and not thinking that she was a baddie. So she had to pop a bitch so that way she could show that she really is a baddie. Which I'm not too mad about, but you know, it was doing the most. And that girl did not deserve it. That poor girl. She was like, on the next episode, she said, I didn't think you were like gonna hit me. I'm like, do you not know what network you on, girl? Let me know what y'all think about this episode. It is good though to see a show where it's like they're actually doing stuff and actually have a nice balance. Let me know what y'all think down below. And we're all babies. Chocolate. I want you to fade Capri. You know that bitch Scotty? She got this pussy out her named Capri, and you gonna be the one to fade her. You do that for me? Cool.
No personal thing.